Okay, now we're on the downhill side of California. Wow. I'm not going to do it today because Miss Julie's not with me and I'm not on the Talon. But probably going to bring her back over here tomorrow in the Talon to see that lake right there. It's going to be such a long day as it is that I ain't going to play around. There's Poughkeepsie. Now we're going to head over towards Corkscrew. So 12,900 feet is what California is. I'm guessing it's around 56 degrees. Yeah. And the reason I say that is because over the years I've noticed that my nose starts to move slower when you wrinkle it at around 55 because of the wind, and at 60 my nose feels normal. At 55 it feels like it's starting to freeze. So I'm right at the cusp of my nose feeling like it's frozen when I wrinkle it. The point to all that being, I just turned this bike off to BS with those other dual sport guys on top of California, and the bike fired right up. No hesitation, no kind of no kind of nothing. Alright, I know y'all can't see this on the video. It's gonna look like I'm riding on flat ground. But when you see a sign on this mountain that says downhill descent, they mean it. So it ain't nothing crazy. It's just you got a little front brake usage, because I tried just, you know, kind of just easing down the back drum, and I've got the back geared lower, so it's doing great. But the back drum ain't enough. When you hit a wobbling road, it starts floating and skipping. So you gotta start adding a little front brake just to keep the bike from taking off on you. And I promise you, this is downhill. Hey, there's another varmint. So, hey, look, there's some more remnants of the olden days. So my wife sent me a satellite message on the Garmin. I guess she's running point. Said that Black Bear is open. There was some talk in town yesterday and this morning that Black Bear was closed due to landslides. And I was going to be really, I don't know, man. I cannot sit here and look at this and say, oh, I was bummed because Black Bear was closed. I mean, it was my top priority to-do list. But if I never get to ride black bear, I think I'm good. I think I'm content, man. So I think we're headed over that way. I believe that's Corkscrew. That takes us to 550. And 550 takes us to Black Bear. Now keep in mind, still yet, even to it, we've only gone 29 miles today. It's took me an hour and a half to go 29 miles. Yes, I've stopped, took pictures. Yes, I've did this. Yes, I've did that. But I mean, 29 mountain miles is a lot. You know, it takes a minute. So that was a lot nastier than it looked, I promise you. And one of the reasons I keep stopping at these forks, a lot of them are marked and a lot of them are not. So golly, so I'm getting off and looking at the GPS as we go. Yeah, there ain't no surviving that. So while it looks like all rock, man, there's a lot of really fine silt. And where it's been raining the last couple days, that what would be dust is now this almost like a quicksand. It just sucks you up in it. There was a Jeep here summers. So everybody here waves, but you've also got hand signals are very big here. And you see somebody, no, it's not black power or white power. That right there means solo rider. One finger up, one behind me, two fingers up, and so on. That's how many people are behind me. So on a blind curve or a tight one-way road, you don't catch yourself in a crisscross with a train of people. Now on the bike it don't really matter. I can lay this thing over on the bank and they can get by. But in the Talon, the hand signals was crucial yesterday when you on these tight one-lane roads, and there are a few of them. There's a bunch of them. So oh my goodness. See, now I don't know if y'all can tell or not, but I've dropped a couple thousand feet in elevation, and the bike's not popping no more. So it's starting to lean back out to where I had it set when I initially left. When I left Lake City around 9,000 feet, the bike was running, I mean, it was perfect. And I knew I did that because 9,000 is about as low as you're going to get here. Everything is, I mean, it's pretty much uphill from there. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Let's see, here's another one. Dang sign's gone. It's like they want you to get lost here. I'm pretty sure I'll make a right here. What I have learned though, it's easier to get off and check the GPS than it is to ride for 12 miles round trip because you made a mistake. Golly. Alright. I'm gonna let y'all just enjoy the view for a minute while I do this. Oh my gosh. That's where them new 606s, as y'all know if you watch the video, I just put them Dunlop 606s, and that's where you can really tell this bike feels so stable. So with the knobbies on the side of the tire like they are, it actually bites that bank, and you can basically just ride on the side of the tire around some of that stuff, and at no point do you feel the bike slipping out from under you. I mean, it's just num num num, it's just eating them. So now there's probably a little room for complacency to where that could get you in a bind, but it really comes in handy having nice tires that you can depend on and you can believe in. So here I am standing up again. I just feel like I have so much more control standing up. That and I'm preloaded for bailout position. I will tell you though, alright, a couple things. My intent was to buy Julie a DR, and both of us come out here on bikes. But Julie hasn't been on a bike since she was 2 years old. She's not she would be a novice on a dirt bike. She owned her own Harley. We've taken trips on Harleys together, but she's never done this type of riding. As where I grew up in the hills of Tennessee. Stop, all you haters. I know this ain't Tennessee. It takes a lot to impress me being from the hills of Tennessee, but Colorado has done it. Anyway, I think to put a novice on a dirt bike in this situation, you're asking for trouble. If you're not very comfortable with your riding abilities, if you're not comfortable with a little bit of unknown and a little bit of adjustment on the fly and adapting conditions, I'm gonna say go to East Tennessee for a little bit before you come out here. I mean, these mountains ain't no joke. But more than that, man, there's a million ways to get hurt quick if you ain't watching what you're doing. And if you got somebody that's scared of what they're riding to begin with, this ain't the place for them. The second thing is when I got off the bike to look at GPS, I said, there's somebody out there wondering why I don't have my GPS mounted on my handlebars like I do my music. I ain't GPS mounted. And I'll tell you why. Out of stock. Out of stock. Out of stock. We could not find a handlebar ram mount for the 700i within the 2-week time frame we started looking. We even went to a couple places that were Garmin stores. Could not find a mount for it. So it had to go in the backpack. And what I do is when I do stop, I look at my roads and I memorize right, left, right, or whatever. And I try to give myself 4 roads worth of riding before I stop again. So corkscrew to 20. And 20 will take me all the way down to 550. 550 will take me to Black Bear. Black Bear will take me all the way to Telluride. Now, can I ride that non-stop? I don't think so. It's pretty rough riding. Probably gonna stop and get a drink of water. See if my wife leash has a message. I know she's tracking me. That's why I keep moving. People, I'm telling you, it's rough on Fat Boy now. The air is so thin. It's so great. So we was noticing how blue the sky is here, how clear it is. And we was talking to one of the locals, like, man, the sky's so blue, so pretty. And he was familiar with where we're from. And he said, well, you know the difference. And I said, no, what is it? He said, we ain't got no industry. I said, we ain't got no factories. He said, we ain't got no big buildings. We ain't got none of that. He said, all we got is air and scenery. That's what we sell. Nailed it. Couple adventure bikers. Most of the bikes you'll see up here are 450 fuel injected dirt bikes. I've seen a couple big thumpers like I'm on, but not many. Most of them are your common variety dirt bike, full-on 4-stroke dirt bike with fuel injection. Okay. We're coming down 20A. We're almost to the $1 Million Highway. I seen it right there. 550 runs from, I guess it's Durango, New Mexico, up to the Gunnison.